friends, and welcome back to Microsoft Live Ignite. I'm Grace McJones, and I'm here with a couple of friends, Scott and Scott Hunter. Welcome to the show. And so today we're going to talk about .NET Core 3 and the future of .NET. I'm so excited. So .NET Core 3 was announced a build earlier this year, but it feels like it's been around for a long time. And let's just talk about what are the major themes of releasing .NET Core 3.
Yeah, I think the big themes would be desktop development, followed by full stack web development.
Okay.
And we think of that as you build your front end and your back end all in .NET.
Right.
And then finally, we live in the world of containers and microservices,
right.
So we want to have a strong microservice showing for .NET as well.
Awesome. And so let's talk about desktop development. I know a lot of people have been waiting for this to be able to migrate their desktops to .NET Core 3. And so what can people expect? Why should I, as a desktop developer, move to Core 3?
That's a good question, if you don't mind. So there's a lot of people out there that have really great desktop apps. They might be a WinForms app, a WPF app, and they're on some version of .NET, 4.x, and they work great.
Yeah.
And the thing that they need to understand is that they're going to work great forever. They work great now, and they're not going to stop working and being awesome. So then you have to ask yourself, do I have a reason to move to .NET Core 3? Is it a positive reason? Am I moving so I can just do all this work, and then now I'm here, and then what? But if they have an interesting problem that they want to solve, there's a number of ways that .NET Core 3 can solve that with their desktop applications.
Yeah, I think some of the most exciting ones are one of the key tenets of .NET Core has always been side by side.
Right.
With .NET Framework, there can only be one on the machine at a time, and we do that for size reasons with Windows. But with .NET Core, it's a much smaller .NET, and they can be side by side. And the reason you might care about this is you build an application, and then we come up with a new version of .NET Core. We want to make sure that if you install that new version of .NET Core on that machine, it does not affect the other application that was built with an older version of .NET Core. So you're safe to have your developers move to the newest thing and not worry about breaking all your old applications. We have an even cooler feature in .NET Core 3 as well, where you can go to your CSproj file and add a small snippet of text, and we will make what we call a self-contained application, where we take .NET Core, your application, combine them all together into a single exe, and so you can then give that to somebody in your organization, and they don't have to have .NET Core on the machine at all. It's all self-contained.
That is so important. The idea that I could put a .NET Core app and just call it myapp.exe, put on a USB key, and then just give it to somebody, and no installs.
Yeah, it's taking all the headache away, and so it's like I can just go in and get it done myself. So that's awesome. And so we talked about another theme, which is full stack development. And from .NET Core 3, we're able to build front end and back end. And there's an awesome feature that we know with Blazor that we can able to build and run .NET code in the browser. Can we learn how that works? What's a high-level overview for folks who are watching and might not know?
Okay.
Scott?
So, pick a Scott. So the idea is, and this isn't in any way to disrespect JavaScript, but the idea is that not everybody wants to learn it, not everyone has expertise in it, but we also may have existing code that's written in C#, and I might want to use that. I want to use that in another way and reuse that. So Blazor has kind of two ways that it can work. When Blazor runs on the server side, you might have your form, your text boxes over data running on the client side, and then you have a persistent channel over WebSockets talking to a back end, and then your Blazor components run in that back end and maintain that connection. So you have a kind of a client-server relationship. And then when Blazor runs on the client side using WebAssembly, we take that component that's usually running in the server and we run it side by side. So we're effectively taking your .NET code, running it in a little .NET runtime that is compiled in WebAssembly. So it's a bit of a runtime on a runtime, so it's a little bit of a mind bender, but that's something that's going to be kind of still experimental. But Blazor on the server works in any browser, no matter what, and it allows you to have .NET everywhere and really no JavaScript unless you want it.
Right, and Blazor on the server brings a couple of other benefits. If you look at the size of a lot of the web apps today, if you go and run the debug tools and our developer tools inside of your browser, you might find that some of these websites are actually a couple megs in size. In the case of Blazor server, because we're not sticking a bunch of JavaScript frameworks on the client, it ends up with a much smaller footprint. The default template ends up with being about a 204K is all that goes across the wire to draw the initial screen.
204K.
204K.
See, I've seen websites with like 2 megabyte PNGs on the home screen just for the ads.
So I like to say every ASP.NET app in Blazor is a SPA. You don't have to think about it. Everyone has those SPA behaviors, which means as you click, the screen doesn't redraw the whole screen, it just redraws what you changed. You don't see the whole screen browser go refresh and repost and all those things that we've seen in web in the past. So you get that. And then I think another exciting part about Blazor to me is, in the desktop development world, we've had components. I mean, we call those controls. And there's lots of control vendors out there that provide a rich array of these things to build your applications. In the web world, once 2008 happened and we switched to MVC, that was the end of the component models that we had. Web Forms had a component model, but MVC's never had one. We brought a component model back in Blazor. And what that means is, you can write reusable content that you can share across multiple web applications. And all of those same control vendors have already released Blazor controls. Yeah. So you can take an app and put a grid inside the app, and it'll give you rich paging and sorting and scrolling and all that kind of stuff.
Charts or chatbots or whatever, little squares of interactivity.
But it's all using, unlike in the past in ASP.NET, this is all using things like Bootstrap and modern web standards. We've learned a lot over the last 15 years or so. And so web forms try to do some of that stuff auto-magically for you. And in the Blazor world, while we have components again, we now put the onus on the developer to take care of things like state management and stuff like that, so you don't have the view states and all the other weird things that we had back in that world.
And just to make sure people who are listening know, a SPA is a single page application, and that's that nirvana, that place where the web application feels like it's not a web application.
Yeah, that's awesome. I feel like as a .NET developer, you're able to still write your .NET code and it run and not having to learn other languages. So that's awesome that you're able to continue developing with .NET. So another exciting update was C#8. And so a lot of people have been waiting upon that. And so can you expand about what's new with C#8?
So remember how we said that there are reasons to move forward to .NET Core, and one of them is that because .NET proper, .NET Framework runs on 1.5 billion computers, we can't exactly update it without breaking everything. And that's what's so wonderful about .NET Core 3 is that it gives you C#8, and then in the future 9. They've given us a microphone. I don't know what that's for. Is that for me or for you?
Her.
All right. So the C#8 is available to you on .NET Core and 3, which means that you can actually pick the language versions and the features that you want. And we're going to be continuing to update that in the public, right? Because C# itself is open source. So what are some of the things about C#8 that you like?
First off, there's
pattern matching, switch pattern matching.
Pattern matching is in there. That's really cool. I'm a big fan of the range stuff. Okay. Where now when you have an array passed to you, it used to be that you'd have to go figure out, let me take the length -1 and go backwards 3 or 4. Now you can say, I want the 3 last things from the end or the 3 things from the beginning. So any place that we take an array argument, you can now pass a range. I'm excited about that one. There's another one that's exciting, but it will take a couple of years for it to actually go through the entire ecosystem, and that is this case of nullable. And so what we've tried to do in C#8 is make it where the compiler will actually enforce that you do a null check on something. Awesome. We found the most common error that people actually have in .NET applications is null reference exceptions. Mm-hmm. And so we ask ourselves, can the compiler and the tools start trying to check for that for you and warn you? As I said, it will take a while to go through the ecosystem because while we've done .NET, we have to wait for all the NuGet packages out there in the ecosystem to fully support this. So I think it'll be something that's more of a journey that's starting now, but it is, I think, one of the most exciting features that we have in C#8.
Yeah, there's a ton of stuff. If you go out and search for what's new in C#8, there is a metric ton. And in fact, there's the C# version history up at docs.microsoft.com will walk through all the different things. In fact, a lot of people don't realize that C#, the language, is versioned. And they can go learn about all those different features.
Yeah. Amazing, that's awesome. So we've talked about the present and what's happening, but we want to also talk about the future. So I know.
Actually, I want to interrupt you. One more thing. We haven't talked about microservices.
Yes.
So microservices is this term that we hear all the time, and when I first heard it a couple of years ago, it was more this idea of I'm going to break my app into 1,000 pieces.
Yes.
And now we find that most customers have actually decided not to break into 1 million pieces, but they break it into 2 or 3 pieces. And the reason you might want to break your app up into 2 or 3 pieces is it lets those teams, work independently. Mm-hmm. So it allows teams to go faster by not being all comprised and bolted together as one big thing, monolith. And so we want to make sure that .NET Core is great for that. So we've done a few things in the 3-wave. One of those is we have something called endpoint routing.
Okay.
And endpoint routing lets you, let's say I don't want to use any MVC or any web API. I just want to have a piece of code. When you hit this URL, run this C# code. That's now a tenet of the technology. So
that's amazing.
Super lightweight, tiny, like a microservice needs to be small. And before, there was a lot of baggage to do a service.
You know, our goal with core is to let you choose how much of core you want to use. So if you want to just be bare metal and not use a lot of technology,
that's totally
you can
fine.
do that.
Yeah.
If you want to bring more of it in, you can bring more of it in. That's totally good.
Yeah.
And then the second part of the microservice world that we did is we created a new template called the worker template.
Okay.
And the worker template is designed for services. A service is something that runs for a long time and does something. So in a typical microservice-y kind of world, that is, it might go and read a queue.
Oh,
and
we
say,
have something here. What do we have?
Sorry, I ordered Chipotle earlier.
From his keynote.
Every time I hang out with you, Scott, all we get is
Free
Chipotle.
food. It's Taco Tuesday.
Thank you, Mike, from Chipotle.
Thank you, Mike.
No, I made an order online during the keynote, and it's time. Please continue. Okay. I'll eat this later. Sorry.
So
that's amazing that with microservices we're able to get the smaller pieces together in one spot.
yeah, so we have this template for these long-running processes, and it reads the queue or whatever. Built-in first class, you can add a NuGet package, it becomes a Windows service. You can add a NuGet package, it becomes a system D service on Linux.
Wow.
And so we're making services really easy to build in .NET Core. And that would be my wave of the big 3 things that kind of come in.
That's awesome. And so basically I think .NET Core is about helping developers use the tools to build new applications also, and being able to deploy things that they weren't able to deploy before. So where can people learn more to learn about .NET Core?
So .net is the main kind of like portal for these things, and we actually went and made a whole bunch of new videos for .NET Core 3. If you go to .net/videos, you can learn a whole bunch of stuff. We put up over 100 new YouTube videos to check out.
Awesome.
But if you go out and search for this stuff, you'll find it, and you can go and install .NET with Visual Studio 2019. So if you install any of the workloads for web, desktop, or cloud, you're going to get .NET. So you may already actually have .NET Core on your machine.
Right.
You may have it on your machine with Visual Studio already.
Alrighty, that's awesome. Well,
Another piece too is, I know I'm hurting there, Don.
go ahead.
If you build a new application, you should really consider .NET Core for any new applications.
Right.
That's our big takeaway when everybody have in the audience is, if you're building new stuff, build it in .NET Core, and leave your old stuff in .NET Framework.
Awesome. Well, thank you, Scott Squared, for joining us today about learning more about .NET Core 3. And so we're going to jump up to our community host, and thank you guys for joining us.